What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games, and we have a brand new set of Riddler Coup riddles, Pokemon leaks, and more to talk about for the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC releasing later this year. And some of this is incredibly interesting, including a brand new regional fake, or one would say a convergent species. And of course, guys, you like this type of content, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. Consider joining the Pan Fam today by hitting that join channel member button below. And now to break down Riddler Coup's tweet. So if you don't know, Riddler Coup is the guy who essentially talks about all the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Pokemon Legends Arceus, and BDSP rumors and leaks. He somehow has a man on the inside or something on the marketing team or something. He just knows this stuff, and he's been mostly correct for the most part. So he tweeted this out 13 hours ago, and probably a little bit later when you watch this video. New game start. So there is a new Pokemon game going, which is not a big surprise. And honestly, I will say this, I am completely expecting a brand new Pokemon game at the end of 2024, maybe like October, November time period. And I am expecting a Gen 5 remake because it's about time. We had Gen 4 with BDSP. It is time for Gen 5. I don't think we're gonna get a Gen 2 remake anytime soon. We sort of had that over the DS era. We still have not actually had a Gen 5 remake. So I'm betting right now we're going to be getting a Black and White or Black and White 2 remake, maybe both, who knows. And then he says 3 in total, get ready. So there are 3 new Pokemon games coming. Now this is really interesting what this could mean. 3 in total, right? We haven't had a set of Pokemon games where it came in 3. You know, we used to get like red, blue, yellow, gold, silver, crystal, and all that good stuff. But 3 in total. Gen 5 didn't have 3. Gen 5 technically had 4 games. Black and White 2, right? So 4 games. So this is gonna be really interesting. I do expect that because there is Black and White and Black and White 2, maybe we'll just get Pokemon Black White and then Pokemon Black White 2 as 2 games. And then there could be just a 3rd game. I don't know what that would be though. Maybe it is not a Gen 5 game, and maybe it actually is a Gen 2 game. Maybe it's like a Pokemon Legends Kyurem. That could be cool. Maybe a Let's Go Johto game. That could be really cool. I mean, there's a lot of different options, but it looks like we are getting 3 new Pokemon games in the future. Not this year, obviously, not including like Detective Pikachu Returns. That's later this year. Not including the Scarlet and Violet DLC. These are things that we do not know about. And this is a new journey. I would not expect Gen 10 yet either because, you know, Gens last 3 years. And we got Scarlet and Violet in 2022. We're going to get Gen 10 in 2025. And of course on new Nintendo hardware as well. Now, this tweet is so interesting. This is hinting at a new regional fake. If you don't know who considers a regional fake, they are convergent species. So essentially like the Toedscruel line, the Wiglet line, those would be the regional fakes that we're talking about. So he says fast, regional fake, purple color to green color. Who's that Pokemon? There's a lot of ways to break this down. And he does that in a future tweet right here. This 2 more, a hint in 2 days, a 3rd in 4. So we're gonna get some more themes, some more hints. So we're gonna definitely update this story as we get them. But this is incredibly interesting, right? Purple to green regional fake. Now, we do know that a regional fake does not need to actually have its main or it's the form that it's like related to in the game. So like we had Wiglet and Diglett, right? They were both in Scarlet and Violet, but we didn't have both Tentacool and Toedscool, right? So we know it's not necessarily just contained to a Pokemon that is coming in the DLC or already in the base game. Now, we can break this down in 2 different ways. Purple is the color associated with poison types. So maybe is a poison type Pokemon that is going to become a grass type Pokemon. I assume this shade of green would be grass. Maybe bug, but bug's like a lighter shade of green, right? This is like a little bit of darker color. Or a purple Pokemon will become a green Pokemon. And that's our big hint here. But it's also fast. So a fast purple or poison type that either becomes a green or a grass type Pokemon. And then Riddler Coup makes another tweet and says it's edible. So whatever this new regional fake is, it's going to be another food-based Pokemon. which honestly makes a lot of sense for the theming of Gen 9. I mean, if you look at Arvin's team was 6 Pokemon that was all related to food. So now we're having another food-based Pokemon in the game, which is really interesting stuff. In his last tweet about this regional fake Pokemon is which generation? Is it going to be a Gen 1 Pokemon, a Gen 3 Pokemon, a Gen 4 Pokemon, or any other region? Now, this is interesting, right? Because truly, we don't really know, but the regional fakes so far have been both Gen 1 Pokemon. So we could sort of maybe bet towards Gen 1 if we're going to be looking at consistency. Maybe that'll just be the big gimmick here with getting more regional fakes. That would make sense to me personally. Also interesting that we do get Gen 3 and Gen 4 set out here. We'll get an answer to this soon, but I'm actually going to bet and say Kanto. I know some people probably going to bet, well, other regions. Well, I don't know. I would say this: newer Pokemon gens don't get a lot of love until they're much older and they're more nostalgia based. So I'm going to actually bet on Gen 1 because you got to have that Gen 1 nostalgia to sell DLC for a lot of people to actually pick it up who don't really care too much about Pokemon. They're more like on the Gen 1 side. Now, let's look at the first theory. Is it a purple Pokemon that's going to become green? Well, there's 94 Pokemon that are listed as purple. And I do want to focus on Pokemon that are from Gen 1, Gen 3, Gen 4 that maybe could be considered fast and maybe could potentially become edible. You know, there's a lot of factors here, right? But, you know, we got a good variety for here for sure. So, I mean, Rattata probably not. Ekans, Arbok. I mean, honestly, Arbok potentially. Edible? Not sure, but I mean, maybe it could be like a vine plant. Nidoking line. I feel like if we get Nidoking, there has to be Nidoqueen done. They're a pair Pokemon. And I don't know, maybe I could actually see maybe Nidoking, Nidoqueen being like a version exclusive pairing, but that'll be interesting. But I don't see them as edible at all or anything like that, or how you would make that edible. Zubat, Golbat, I don't get the edible vibe at all. I don't know how you make them a green or, I mean, their shiny is green, so there's that too. Venomoth, maybe not. Now, Grimer, Muck. I mean, Muck already has the Alolan, but I mean, the fact that it's been touched once sort of actually gives it a little bit of a relevancy boost. And I can see it becoming like a grass thing. I mean, why not? It's just a puddle. This could be something. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe not, but we'll never see. But I mean, we probably won't see it. I don't think it will be, but we never know. Now, I actually think Shelter and Cloyster have a really big option. Because Shelter and Cloyster are already edible. They're not fast, but they are edible. They are purple. And I mean, what would a grass shell be? Or a green shell, right? Like, I mean, that's a possibility, right? We could be going there. I don't know. And it's also on Arvin's team. So I don't know, maybe gotta be his new ace or something for the DLC. That'll be interesting. I mean, Ghastly's a ball, so I mean, technically could be edible like a Jawbreaker, but maybe not. Alolan Marowak, probably not, because that would be Cubone. Now, Coughing and Wheezing could be this because, well, it's another unloved Gen 1 Pokemon. Wheezing has been touched before as well with Galarian Wheezing. And honestly, Coughing is very much, it's purple and it's poison, so it fits both. And seen as a grass type and maybe as a watermelon. Coughing, Wheezing could be a watermelon. That could be really cool. I think that's probably where my number one thought is Coughing, Wheezing for sure. Starmie, maybe. That would be really cool. I mean, they are edible. They're starfish. Aerodactyl, I don't know how to make Aerodactyl edible unless you like a Tropius thing. You definitely would not be legendaries and definitely would not be Mew. Probably not Crobat. So Apom has a shot here because Apom, something very important to bring up, Apom and Gligar are both purple Pokemon. And, well, I mean, Apom's not in Gen, he's in Gen 2, but his final form, Ambipom, is Gen 4. Gligar and Glysaur is Gen 4, and they're both version exclusives, right? Apom is in Pokemon Violet, Gliscor is in Pokemon Scarlet, and maybe the regional fake is the other game's version exclusive. I mean, they're both purple. And added bonus, I believe Gligar is a poison type. Apom's not, but you know, maybe it is the purple color that we're going for. Maybe their regional forms are both grass. I mean, I can see a grass monkey and a grass like Scorpion. I don't know how they'll be edible though. But I'm just saying, I mean, the fact that they're both version exclusive, they're both purple is very convenient for this theory, right? Definitely not an Eevee evolution. And once again, Gligar. Fortress, maybe, but I don't really consider it purple. That's sort of weird. Bramble, probably not. Mantine. I just don't, I don't see with a lot of these. I can see Swalot. Swalot could potentially do that. It's another, it's like Muck. It's like a sludge-based Pokemon. It does eat a lot, so, you know, it could be, you know, could be a food-based Pokemon. Grumpig is a pig. We can eat pigs. There's that. Apom once again. Gliscor once again. I don't know. It's like, I definitely want to hear what your opinion is. I think, honestly, everything after Gen 4 probably is not it. I mean, Bonsweet is probably the only thing that is currently edible, and I guess Crabrawler, currently edible. They're not really fast, though. I think that's the main issue, is none of these Pokemon are really fast. But I guess Apom, what is... I'm going to look this out. I don't know if it's going to show up well on the camera. But Apom's actually, base speed is 115. How? Okay, that's actually pretty fast. What is Gliscor's speed? Because I think we may have found something here. Because, I mean, we got a Gligar and then go to Gliscor here. Gliscor is 95. I mean, 95 is respectable. It's not base 100, but I mean, that could be fast for Game Freak, honestly. So that's a possibility. It could be. I mean, I think I'm on team either Coughing, Wheezing, Watermelon, or like we get a regional form that's version exclusive of Apom or Ambipom and Gliscor. So that could be actually big. Now, we had to look at it the other side. It could be poison types. There are 92 poison types in the game right now. This opens up to some more Pokemon, but we still have some current other Pokemon. Like Weezing's still here as well. Golbat line, Nidoking, Nidoqueen are here again. Gengar line. I mean, and looking through this, it is a much more of the same, honestly. But I'm not gonna lie, after talking that out through this video, I am such a big fan of the idea of either the Coughing, Wheezing, but really that Gligar or Gliscor and the Apom, Ambipom version exclusive, and then vice versa, version exclusive regional fake. That would be pretty cool. But let me know in the comment section below what you think about this potential new regional fake. Of course, I will update you on more information as we get it and any other leaks about this brand new Pokemon for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's DLC. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out. Have a good one.